Sini unaanza? Najua lazima ni siku authority. What is happening is that Eric Omondi and his team led a demonstration at Parliament buildings fighting for the cost of living to come down, which is a nationalist approach under Article 37 of the Constitution, the right to picket and demonstrate. They went to Parliament to picket and give memoranda to the legislators. The budget is made in Parliament. Eric Omondi and his team were representing 55 million Kenyans who wanted Parliament to stop any other business, sit and deliberate on how to reduce the cost of living in this country, which is a national crisis. Eric Omondi and team also wanted to raise the question of the drought situation in this country, where 6 million Kenyans are starving. They are facing death because of lack of food. Eric Omondi and team also wanted to bring to the plight of the very many Kenyans who have no home to raise the concerns of the state of the economy and the state of the country. The police arrested them, kept them without giving them a bond, which is unconstitutional. And remember, there's a bill in Parliament now to make police bond a legal requirement that anybody who has been arrested should be released on bond. Eric Omondi and team were arraigned in court. We did represent them and they were released on a cash bail of Kenya shillings, 10,000 shillings. They are out. This date was taken today to come for pre-trial conference. We have been given the statements by more than 6 police officers who attended or who are the witnesses. We requested this matter to be heard expeditiously because it touches on the nation's pulse. The court's diary, we have been given a date in May, 19th of May, and the court has ordered all the witnesses to appear that day so that that matter is heard once and for all. We also raised a question that on Wednesday, Eric Omondi was arrested in connection to the matter that is in court. And he was told that he's being arrested purely because he has infringed on the terms of the bond that were issued. The court, the DPP, has said there is no breach of any of the terms of the bond, and pursuant to that, we have now been given instructions to proceed to the High Court to sue personally the police officers who arrested Eric Omondi, detained him incommunicado without taking him to court. Eric Omondi is a law-abiding citizen. He went to Uganda to do his business. He flew in today in the morning to attend to this court. He's also going outside to continue his work. Any form of intimidation, any form of harassment of Eric Omondi just because he's raising the concern of citizens, we will defend his right in court and we will not succumb to any form of intimidation. So we are moving to the High Court to redress the actions meted on Eric Omondi. It is long gone when people could be arrested, be detained, their telephones confiscated, they are not preferred charges, and they are told just walk away. That must come to an end. My good friend, Mr. Cliff, can also put up a point.
While he's putting up a point, just to inform us on the High Court matter, what you will be seeking there, quash the criminal case, and yes.
We are not challenging this matter in the High Court. We are going to the High Court to challenge the arbitrary arrest of Eric Omondi that was occasioned on 1st and he was kept incommunicado and released without being preferred charges. For this lower matter, we want those officers who said they broke the law to testify on 19th in May, so that Eric and the whole country, because Eric represents almost 55 million voices of Kenyans, let the accusers tell their representative Eric what mistake or which offense Eric and team committed.
And maybe to make it clear, has Eric hired you, or has he maybe paid you for you to stand for him?
We are advocates of the High Court. Terms of engagement are completely private and confidential.
Policemen are expected to know the law. Policemen are supposed to not only know it, but also to act within it. When we choose a government, we expect that the government shall protect its citizens. Whether they are speaking against it because they have a right, or whether they are speaking for it because they have a right. The space that we are given by these laws allows someone to, when he has been charged to court, to be given bond. The case of Eric, he has been given bond. Why then do policemen have to start following him and start to arrest him? Is it because they do not know the law? Have they forgotten it? Or is it that impunity that we always talk about? You arrest someone, you take him to court, and that's what you're supposed to do. But you arrest someone, keep him incommunicado, and then release him the next day and tell him where enda. What message are we sending across? This is why we need new laws whereby any officer who acts contrary to the law cannot always hide behind the police force and say that the AG and the DPP and everybody else shall protect him. He must be individually responsible for any act that is of that nature. So Eric loses at not 24 hours. How is he paid? How is he compensated? What do those officers do? Why didn't they come to court? We have asked the court the same questions. The court rightfully says it has no jurisdiction. But again then, it must protect any person who has come to that court and has been released by that court on bond. So that you don't arrest somebody and threaten him and tell him we will go and cancel your bond. You must come to that court and tell that court we want to cancel the bond because he did this, he did it where, he did it when. So let us not be intolerant of people who want to criticize you because they are saying they are hungry. Even I am hungry. Everybody else is hungry. The rain is affecting us. All of us are. When they come and say they want these things addressed or they are complaining about them, please do not stop them, because this is one of the reasons why you are in power. We tell you, allow us this space. If you want to silence your citizen not to complain about his hunger and food and everything, then where does it stop? Without being political in any way, the law is the law. Let us follow it. The policemen must follow the law. They were told that they must stick by it. They do not have any other masters. They are independent. Stick to the law. Stop arresting people arbitrarily. Stop bullying people because you tend to think they are against one or the other person. That is where we need to draw the line.
Thank you. They are accused, they cannot address the media. So, thank you very much. So.